Okay, everybody, welcome back to Bullet Basics. Today we've got Glock 44. So we did buy this one as well as a couple of other 22 pistols. We're going to do kind of the same one that we did with the concealed carry guns, which we'll link up right here. But we're going to do another one with all of the 22 pistols, kind of the most popular ones around. And that one's not live yet. It will be live soon, in the next few weeks anyway. We'll link that up there as well as soon as it is live, just not live quite yet. So what we're going to do with this one, by the time this video goes live, we will have gone to the range. But this is going to be kind of a first impressions as well as first shots. And so it'll be a pretty quick video, but we did want to do this. We don't have time for Norm today. He's off doing something else today, so we're just going to give him a break and say like, subscribe, comment down below if you like videos like this, and let's get to it. All right, so let's get to it. We got this normal kind of this standard box we know from Glock. And there it is, the pistol itself, the Glock 44. It is all polymer. But as you can see, there's other stuff. We got it from Prepper here. It comes with a lock as well as some cleaning things, which is awesome. Love when that is the case. It's got some different back straps you can add or switch out, which is kind of cool. I don't typically switch that kind of thing out, but I don't think it's a bad idea to do it. So if that's something that you'd want to do, definitely switch those out. As well as a second magazine, two 10-round magazines, as you can see here. And so that's pretty awesome. And then here down below, we've obviously got some instruction manual as well as some warnings down there. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's look at the pistol. Let's get everything else out of the way here. And take a closer look at the pistol. It's a good looking gun, I think. So as I mentioned before, the slide is polymer. And so that's different than most Glock pistols or most really polymer pistols, generally speaking. And so it definitely feels interesting. It feels, I hesitate to say cheap because it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like a great high quality gun. But when you go from a 9mm or something bigger to the 22 and it's polymer, it's just kind of a weird feeling. So let's pull the magazine out and just take a look at the grip. Grip's pretty normal. What they say is that this is comparable to a Glock 19. And I would say that's the case. I don't own one, unfortunately, so I can't show that to you. But it does definitely feel like a Glock 19. It feels like a substantial gun. And that would be one of the things I would like most about this, is that it's very comparable to a Glock 19, which would be much more expensive to shoot. And you could shoot this one for a much better price. And so, hey, that's pretty awesome. I don't love Glock grips generally, which is why I haven't owned a lot of Glocks in the past. But I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. So if you can see right here, let's move up the pistol. So the texture, I should talk about the texture first. The texture's good. Honestly, I like it. I prefer kind of that skateboard type texture, but this one's nice too. There's that kind of those pyramids as you can see there. Nice. They definitely feels like it's going to be a good grip. So let's move on to the magazine release here. As you can see, big oversized magazine release, but it doesn't protrude out that much, and so that's going to be interesting to see how easy that is. Let's actually try to do that. Magazines come free pretty well, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing to complain about there. And I should mention the mag well is flared there, which is kind of cool, as well as provides kind of a place to rip out the mag if you had to, in case of a jam or whatever, so that's awesome as well. So let's move into it. So as you can see here, you've got the stop slide release, and it is on both sides actually, which is kind of cool for us lefties, so that's a plus for me. All right, let's do the trigger. I have verified that it is safe, so I'll pull the trigger for you guys. This is for you. So it's kind of an odd trigger, honestly. It's very loud tactile reset. But it's very, I don't know, it's just odd to me now. I'm not all that used to Glocks because I don't use them all that often. But it is definitely an interesting trigger, kind of heavy. But it's a fine trigger. I don't have any problem with that. As you can see here, they have just kind of the standard takedown levers right here, which is really nice. Nothing new there. You do have a rail here, so you can mount whatever you want to, lights, lasers, whatever it is, which is pretty cool. So as I said, the slide is polymer. It's not the metal that you're used to, but it does have serrations that are useful, and they're pretty good, so there's nothing to complain about there. Let's move on to the sights. These are the Glock sights. They're polymer. They're fine. They're the U-notch. I don't mind Glock sights. Some people really, really detest them. I don't know. I guess I'm just not a super picky person. They don't bother me. In fact, they're fine. Other than that, if we're taking the gun kind of as a whole and looking at it, It looks like a pretty nice gun. It looks like a Glock to me. And so I think Glocks look like nice guns. They're not the most beautiful guns, and they're not the most ergonomic guns. And so I don't really have anything that sticks out to me that I don't like about it. I'm not typically a Glock person, so you just need to take that, and understand that. So any criticisms I do have, I'm just not typically a Glock person, but I do like them. All right, so let's disassemble it in order to do that. Same deal as you're going to pull down on this lever and on the lever on the back side. And while you're pulling, you pull back on this just ever so slightly, and off it comes. Slide all the way forward, and you've got the same thing happening here. You're going to take off the recoil spring and guide rod. Barrel comes out. To put it back together, you just slide the barrel back in. Recoil spring and guide rod here. To get it back on, we're just going to line up the rails here. Pull all the way back, pull back a couple times, and it is ready to go. So if you saw me taking it apart, you probably saw a little bit of black on my hands. At this point, we have gone and shot through it. And we just shot a couple hundred rounds through it, not all that much. And so we are going to be doing a full review here coming up shortly. But as you can see there, we're going to roll it in. We did shoot some. We went to the range just one time. And so there were a couple of malfunctions, and they were all the same deal. So if you can see here, once you've loaded rounds into it, this is going to be down right. There is this little tab up here. And so if the round isn't all the way back into the magazine, all the way back, sometimes it tends to tip forward, and if it tips forward, it will jam, and the next round will not go into the chamber. And so, again, that's user error probably, and that's our fault. And so you just got to make sure that you've got that all the way back, because once you get it going, there were no issues at all. It ate up we put several types of ammo, and we will continue to put different types of ammo through it, but it did cause those types of issues. And so that's just one thing to be aware of, especially if you buy it and then you are wondering what the heck is starting to jam already. It's just that weird thing. Other than that, you guys, so far it's been great. We'll let you know here, and we'll link up the review once it is live. But so far, so good. We really enjoyed this so far, more than we thought we would. Like I said, I'm not huge into Glocks, but I did like this gun. Hopefully this is valuable to you guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below. We'd love to hear what your experience with this gun is. If you like it, if you like another gun more, we'd love to hear all of that, and we will see you in the next video.